Hello, everyone, on SpeedGaming 5. Welcome to what should be a good matchup in the Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots Tournament. Here we have a Game 3 quarterfinals match between Ascend and Ticknaldo. Yes, so this is Game 3, and the winner will punch their ticket into the semifinals. So we should have a good matchup here, as both players I assume will want to get to that next step in the tournament. Okay, we're on our way, and starting off with a early bottle, so that will help for sick kit checks. But otherwise, it's just again the standard front of escape. And okay, so early map check that looked to be two pendants, Eastern regular crystal, and the other two are, I believe, vanilla pendants. So this will be interesting to see. A lot of times you see 1 or 0 pendants in the light world, but this guy's got 2 of them. So that might make something like a pedestal a possibility, depending where the green pendant is. Yeah, again, it's going to be a pretty standard start. And, okay, so picking up the small key. So that's going to have to be provided in the first few checks, just to get through the back of escape. Trying to see if they pick up anything else that'll help, with routing, something like flute, another sword, lamp, ideally a mirror at this point would be great, because that would save runners more time. A blue boomerang in Zelda Cell, so I guess that's okay to help with stunning some enemies. For example, those crabs when they do like South Shore, Ice Rod Cave checks and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to assume Ticknaldo will probably pick up that safety heart in the next room here. Always safer to have a couple hearts on hand, just so you'll get kind of a couple unlucky hits or something. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so no direct items in the back, but getting a bunch of monies and some bombs that actually help with clearing out most of Kakariko. The bottle vendor, being able to bomb like Blind's house, the well, and stuff. So that's not a bad lot of items in the back of Escape, and I think they're probably checking their items, and that chest should be the map. So Ticknaldo out of the sink at 5:20, and the send will be just a few seconds back. Alright, so Ascend is going to take a little bit of a different route here. You know, instead of going to skip Kakariko for a little bit, going to go right for the South Shore checks. See if this pays out. You know, pretty much, again, both runners are going to eventually do each other's checks, but if you can get something good here, like, say, Flute, or something that would help route Kakariko a little bit better. And nothing on Lumberjack. I think that was just bombs. Let's see. More money in Mini Moldarm. Okay, nice bow. Okay. And Eastern is a crystal, so that's something to keep in mind there. Yeah, actually, I saw it was just something blue, so let's see. Hopefully, if when Ascend gets there, maybe they'll take a look at that and might get a better look. I'm hoping was just bombs. If flippers would not be a good thing to see there, especially with two pendants. You know, Swamp would have to be the other pendant there, so... Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, I got a hammer out of Ice Rod Cave. Yeah, not able to get that water walk. And which is fine. If you go to Kakariko, you'll get that glove, so that's fine. Blue Mail. Always good to get some extra defense, so... have that on hand. It might help for early Dark World plays. And a nice hook shot in the well. At this time, it doesn't really do much. Actually, we play his glove, so Ticknaldo could just rush Mountain out of logic, which is fine. You just get more checks. Actually, that combine that with the hammer, that can loop all the way to Hera, although that's a pendant, so that's not going to be too attractive. Okay, Bugnet in the back of the chicken house. Yeah, I think he was trying to set up that water walk, but just kind of slipped into the hole a couple times. So it's kind of tricky to get that position, not to get dragged into the pit there. Alright, so Sick Kid with just a shield. It's a heart container. I think that's the first item in Eastern. Yeah, almost It's almost like a reflex to like save and quit, but you gotta take that moment to make sure you're not missing something. So that looked like a shovel on the race game. So I don't think Eastern had very much. The big chest was just another shield. So you would be just going in there for the crystal. Okay, so yep, good idea not to skip that shovel. So that is between the runners. That's full Dark World access. So really just need to verify what's on Lumberjack. Because the only reason Agar 1 would be in play is if something is on Lumberjack. Okay, and Ascend taking out those armors, picking up their first crystal at 11.5 minutes. Good to get that first crystal on the board. You don't have to really deal with the Eastern after that. Ticknaldo will be picking up their mini Moldorm loot. And probably going to be heading over to Ice Rock Cave to pick up that hammer. And no, Ticknaldo seeing that hammer and just saying, nah, not going to bother with the water walk. I'm just going to probably play off that hammer. Could go to mountain as well, but let's see what wants to do with that. Another look at that Lumberjack. It's kind of the same look. I didn't really see much. I kind of think that looks like bombs. Because it looked kind of round at the bottom. It's hard, kind of too hard to tell. Alright, chat confirming, yeah, okay. It was bombs, so yeah, Agar 1 not in play for this seat. So you already have the Dark World package. And Ticknaldo, yeah, going to be taking that Dark World package and into first look in the Dark World and that green pendant. Okay, Skull Wood, that's not bad. Red crystals and mire and swamp. And yeah, so the pendant layout actually isn't that bad. So, you know, it's a possible pet seed got to keep in the back of your mind once you can clear out all the pendants. Okay, so Ascend, going through Cat, picking up all the loot, we should eventually get to that Moon Pearl. So Ticknaldo already into Thieves. I believe it's just a regular crystal. Full clearable as well. And so far, I don't think there's been anything out of the front so far. Okay, so the back is gonna have basically everything. Okay, well, there's your flippers. So yeah, so lumberjack is gonna be bombs. I kind of think it was bombs or flippers, but yeah, there we go. Confirmed flippers right there. Pretty much for free. And that's only one item so far in the front, and since this is a crystal, you might as well just full clear the place. Not going to get a whole lot faster going through thieves. Okay, well, armor's not going to be an issue here. Already 16 minutes in, picking up an early red mail. So that I'm pretty sure will let the runners be a lot more bold going to most of these levels. Even only 5 hearts, that's actually probably plenty at this point. Probably just need some more offense. All right, and money is not going to be an issue this seed. That's already a few 300s have been found. So have enough money for Zora, Pod, Dig Game, and still have spare money for potions if needed. And since we don't have the small key, I'm pretty sure that's locked itself out. So Blind should have the other item. Hey, Ascend getting their Moon Pearl. May just consider taking this into Dark World, Pipe Cave. Okay, that's a nice lamp there on Blind. So that makes well, actually Eastern. Oh yeah, Eastern would be full clearable in Logic now. And also very nice that you get the flippers in Thieves, because that lets you do all the water checks without having to do water walks, fake flippers, and all that stuff. Just kind of do it normally. Yeah, you would think Blind would want stealth mode. I don't think having a lamp would help in the goal of going in stealth. Alright, a Hype Cave from on Ascend side. A Heart Piece. Not much so far, oh boy. Well, just another bottle. Magic safety, so not much there. And Dig Game, just some bombs that actually Ticknaldo was running out of them, so probably be okay with the 3 bombs there. That's a 3rd bottle already. At least amongst the runners. And Ascend already going to be going for some of these out-of-the-way checks. Pyramid Ledge, now doing Catfish. Probably going to route that into kind of the North Dark World area. Maybe get into a Village of Outcasts that way. Okay, nothing on Catfish. And Ticknaldo is going to be heading straight into Crystal Pod. It is full clearable in Logic. You got bow, hammer, lamp. You got all the tools you need. You got red tunic, so 6 hearts plenty to pretty much just bum rush through Pod. Right, Bumper Lich, I believe, was just some arrows. And Pod, not bow lock. Not that it matters here, since they have all the tools to full clear the place in Logic. Alright, so Ascend, going through Thieves Town, we'll be picking up flippers and a lamp at the end, so would also assume full clearing since it's a crystal. And actually, I think the red tunic is also, I think, within the attic, so will not be complaining about the extra early defense. I mean, unless you're gonna be doing like death warping, that's probably not gonna be very pretty to do that. I don't think we've seen anything out of Pod so far. I think it's been a big key and a whole bunch of small keys so far. Nice hammer yump there. Just gonna work around the dark maze. Let's see. Finally start picking up items, which I get all in the back of Pod, which is like standard. So 20 rupees. Okay, Cane of Burna. So that would put Spike Cave in Logic. And, yeah, besides that Cane of Burna, Pod really not much. We're gonna send on their blind fight. Alright, again, through blind, pretty much still on script. Picking up their lamp. See where we really want to go next after this. Nobody's dipped Pendant Skull Woods yet. Probably something that at least have to think about, because I think checks might be starting to run a little bit low. I mean, they have the mountain that hasn't been touched at all yet, so I guess they can start the light death mountain checks. Helmasaur being pretty cooperative there. Just a real quick fight. So yeah, that was pretty much a whole bunch of nothing out of Pod. Usually I'll see that as the case when it's Crystal Pod. It's usually if it's Pendant Pod you get progression. Crystal Pod tends to be empty, because just pull out a Cane of Burnout, that was about it. Okay, so pretty much both runners doing dungeons that the others already completed. So send into Pod, Ticknaldo into Eastern. I'm trying to see what they're going to do after this, because we haven't seen any water checks. No mountain play yet. Dungeon-wise, let's see. Desert they can't access. Hera they can. That's part of the mountain play. Swamp they can't do anything. Skull Woods hasn't been touched yet. So I honestly checks are at least a number of locations. So luckily there's a decent density in each of these places. So see something hoping that something will pop up in one of these spots. Yeah, so you have a mountain in front of Skull Woods and water checks. I don't think Agina has been checked either. And that's right now, it's just a really isolated check. Alright, so Ticknaldo taking down Armos for their third crystal. At this point, they're just kind of rushing dungeons. You might as well get rid of them. A lot of these don't really get much faster if you do them now or later. So, may as well just check them off, and hopefully they're kind of hoping for progression along the way. So let's see what Ticknaldo will do. Let's see if this is maybe water checks here. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, well, there's our last spot. All the runners are not going to be too interested in that. And Hobo with just an arrow refill, which, to be fair, Ticknaldo was running a little bit low on arrows, so not going to complain too much about that. But yeah, he's going to be just putting the rest of the water checks in. See if there was anything that, if you had done a water walk early, would it have made any difference. And Ascend taking out Helmasaur. Get their third crystal on the board. Okay, nothing on Zora Ledge. Let's see if Zora has anything, or is this just another scam? Well, just a very expensive heart container, but, you know, might as well pick it up. Getting the extra health is just, it's there. Okay, so yeah, had they done Water Walk early, it would not have yielded anything, because I don't think those water checks gave anything of note. So, going for Mountain Play now. Skull Woods, yeah, given Pendant Skull Woods, it's maybe they're hoping to find a Fire Rod first. Try to put that into better play. And Ascend just cleaning up the back of Pod. Again, really only going to find that Cane of Burna. Hey, old man, just a little extra money. That's probably not going to be needed at this point. Nothing on the Spec Rock side, so I guess time to take a dip over to the east Death Mountain. And again, we're kind of running out of checks here, so something is going to have to be given at some point. Spike Cave, I'm kind of wondering if this... granted, it's Pendant Hera, that's not very tempting, but I'm wondering if that might be something to consider. Unless Mitts come up here. Okay, so Ina Samaria, I mean, that's nice. That is required, but right now it doesn't really help with progression. And we have no way into Meyer TR at this point. So, let's say if... would think Ticknaldo will do Spiral Cave next. Now, if that's nothing, probably he might actually just run straight to Hera. Because you're really running out of checks, and it's you probably don't want to be running back up here. Floating island with nothing. And can ascend just a tiny bit behind, just kind of running through checks. Like the water checks here. Probably because, you know, we already did Pyramid Ledge, Catfish and stuff. An extra bit of time there. And nothing on Spiral Cave, so yeah, I don't think he's leaving. He's gonna go back, yeah. Probably gonna do a Hera play and probably gonna run that into Spike Cave at this point. Because you might as well just pair that up. I mean, that's probably not going to feel too good if Skull Woods was, like, literally has progression, like, right in the front of Skull Woods. That's probably not going to feel too good, because that could have been dipped at, like, really any point. Okay, a Quake. I mean, that's nice, but that also doesn't do anything for us right now. Just kind of need the immediate progression here. Okay, so hoping the second item is not in the basement. So Moldorm's going to be 50-50. I think it's either going to be a Compass or the other item. Oh, okay. Well, we got Trolldorm going to start playing a little mean here. Nice revenge matchup there. Okay, so Moldorm... Okay, well that's good. That's the second item. So, don't care about the basement. And I'm going to assume this will be a Spike Cave play right after, because there's nothing else to do on the mountain. You may as well just get that check out of the way. No, the mountain was pretty much empty. So is it really just Skull Woods? Agina, yeah. Oh boy. So progression was literally sitting right in the open. And let's see, where Ticknaldo, where is he going now? Is because can't do no mirror, so can't get back to Light World. Trying to see where. Oh, okay, Pyramid Ledge, Catfish. Okay, so he's just gonna rerun those checks that Ascend's already done. So it's pretty much gonna be even after these checks here. Yeah, that's not gonna feel too good if Agina has, like, say, the mirror or something. That's not gonna feel good. I mean, if it was, like, say, Flute, it's not gonna make a difference at this point, because Flute doesn't really add any value. But, it's like, Mirror, Mitts, even, like, the book or something. It's not going to feel too good to skip this check, but Agina's just so isolated that it's not uncommon to skip it unless you have a Flute or you somehow route early with South Shore. Pod's already been cleared. That was a crystal. So hair has been cleared. Skull Woods has not been checked yet, and Desert they actually don't even have access to, so it's not going to matter. Alright, Ticknaldo looking like it's going to be a Skull Woods play here, because pretty much out of checks here. I think it's literally Skull Woods and Agina. I'm trying to think if there are even any other checks left. Lumberjack Ledge was just bombs, and it is not even in logic anyway. Even if Aga 1 had something, it's still not in play. I need another sword or a cape. Yeah, there's no Agina check yet. So, yeah, that's not gonna feel good if Agina has actual progression like the mirror or something. I think for Ticknaldo, that's going to be last location if Skull Woods is empty. Because I think all he has left is Skull Woods and Agina. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. They can't do anything that's Mitz-locked, so no Smith Chain, none of the late dungeons, no mirror checks. Oh, that's always don't like to see that one. Oh, there's your 2 items. Oh, you never want to see that. A fire rod in its own dungeon. Yeah, that doesn't really feel that good. And the thing is, fire rod by itself, it just unlocks that green pendant. And Ticknaldo is just taking that to the back. See, you might even consider blind pet pulls at this point, because if all you have left is desert, you can get access to that and consider pet pulls. Oh, here we go. Ascend with the Agina check. Okay, were we missing something right from the word go here? Oh boy, yep. Whoopsies. Oh. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna ask both runners after the race if they come in for interview. This will be interesting to ask this. Like, it just never feels good to get like Sphere Zero progression there. Oh boy, because. Yeah, now the problem with those mids is it's likely going to be pushing him away from Skull Woods, and if say Bombos is in ice, and so fire locks fire, and when is he going to go into Pendant Skull Woods? Alright, Ticknaldo easily taking out Moth. Picking up that green pendant. I'm going to assume that's just going to get turned in right away. And some new checks on the Ascend side. We got Super Bunny Cave with nothing. Okay, Turtle Rock is a Ether entry, so we're gonna have to find that somewhere. Right, nothing on Green Pendant. Hookshot Cave, let's see, anything in here? So far, nothing. Oh, another sword. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see, so Ticknaldo, I think, is pure last location on Agina. And actually Ascend, let's see, got mitts, I would think. Hopefully he goes into Skull. Okay, we got King's Tomb. Okay, King's Tomb with nothing. And actually for Ticknaldo, this is not that bad, actually. You pretty much did everything else. Now you get these mitts that open up just this whole nother cluster of checks that you really got a lot of the other sort of dead-end checks out of the way. So you're not getting like tons of progression at the beginning and then you don't know where to go because there's too many options. Here, he can just follow the mitts. That's really all he has. And let's see, might just be, okay, looks like a beeline into ice. I mean, to be fair, the mitts don't open a whole lot of checks here. I mean, Dark Death Mountain didn't have, really, it had a sword, so that can be just picked up whenever. Ice, Myers still not accessible. Smith Chain is open, so okay, so it opens up quite a number of checks, to be fair. Let's see which way. Nothing in Hammer Pegs. I mean, to be honest, there's still quite a number of items from Go mode, so they're going to need a flute, they're going to need Ice Rod, at least Ether, possibly Bombos as well, depending on Meyer entry. Need a mirror. So there's still quite a ways. Okay, well, there's Ether. So that's not going to be missed by Ascend. Gets into... Ooh, hey, that's a nice, nice little entry into that stairs there. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't usually have to go around, but just pretty much, I think, touched the trigger for... And trying to see, was that all the items out of ice already? I think it was a heart container, ether, and might have been a third item already. Okay, ascend into Skull Woods. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be playing it the same way Ticknaldo played it. So get the small key here. We'll get that fire rod and sword in the front. Very likely will take... Well, let's see. Let's see if Ascend will actually take out a Moth. A nice cold stare fight from Ticknaldo. So it's crystal number 4. And Ascend will be picking up their 2 items from Skull Woods in just a moment. Yeah, I didn't count how many items they got in ice. I know there was, I believe, a heart container, ether, and I don't know... Okay, it looks like the three items were already collected. So yeah, if it's 3 items already in ice, then that's a full clear already, so no issues there. Alright, so Ticknaldo will be doing Dark Death Mountain. Picking up that sword in Hookshot Cave, because there's really nothing else to do on the mountain at this time. I mean, they can open... Well, actually, they can open up TR. You actually get pretty far in that, so... Actually, thinking that maybe he will dive TR at this point. Let's see, because again, there's not too much left besides maybe Smith Chain. Yeah, something like Ice Rod on Purple Chest would be interesting. Oh no, it's the flute! Ooh, boy. Okay. That's interesting. Now, that only helps for Mire access. So, unless Mire or Mire Shed has Ice Rod, for example, that could cause a little bit of routing stuff going on. Alright, so Ascend activating that flute. Let's see, may just take this straight to Mire, but let's see. At least check out Mire. Now, if TR has Mirror, that's actually pretty big for Ticknaldo, because that's just going to route... we could just route the Smith Chain at any time and get that and get the flute. And okay, here we go. We got TR play. Mire is going to be Quake. Okay, they have that, so that's not a problem. And Ascend might actually just go take out Mire, and that's a nice silvers. That's a good timing for those silvers. So Vidi's basically free. I think that was the Sank Heart in early TR there. And welcome Tito, rating party of 76. And welcome to the SpeedGaming 5. We've got Casual Boots quarterfinal match between Ascend and Ticknaldo, game 3. And kind of getting into this mid-late stage, kind of interesting thing. I think both runners essentially last locationed mitts off Agina. So it's got that kind of ugly sphere 0 check. Fire Rod was in almost vanilla. Chest is just to the left of the big chest in Skull Woods. And now we got Ascend going through Mire, full clearable, and Ticknaldo's going to be taking a stab at TR to see if... always hope you find the Ice Rod in here, so that you can just full clear and be done. Yeah, this there's no clear leader at this point. They're eventually going to overlap and see. Depends when Ticknaldo will do the Smith Chain. Purple chest containing the flute today. So I think it's one item out of Mire so far. Oh boy, oh, okay. That's nasty. That's not very good for Ticknaldo there, because if he's gonna try to hold off on Mirrorless Smith, you're not gonna do that here. You have to do Mirrorless Smith. Oh, that's that's kind of some mean logic there. And yeah, actually, to be fair, I think late mitts is actually not a bad thing, because you're going to run a lot of the potential one-offs out of the way early on, and then you find mitts rather late, and that opens up its set of checks, which luckily are kind of like grouped together. Yeah, it looked like Laser Bridge did not have anything in it. That last chest was probably a dungeon item or something. And okay, so for Ticknaldo, I think all he has left might be Smith Chain at this point. He might be funneled again. Which in this case is good for him, because it's gonna get him that flute. And we'll just follow that to get Mirror, and then I would assume, like say for Ascend, we'll probably do swamp after this. Swamp or... Well, swamp and ice eventually be done together. Yeah, this is going to be pretty close. I'm going to have to wait and see when the runners converge, and we'll see the actual status. Okay, we're just a little bit over an hour in. Reminder to give our runners here, Ascend and Ticknaldo, a follow, putting on a great show for us today. This is actually a very close race here. And our tracker is Zestro Zooks, helping keep us in line, clicking all the buttons, making sure we know what each player has. And I am Pixcalibur on the comms. Okay, so yeah, the rest of Meyer checkerboard did not have anything. And so Ticknaldo will be doing their Smith chain. Will eventually get to that flute. Ascend is looking like should be swamp at this point. Because for go mode, it might just be... is it down to infamous Ice Rod Hunt now, I believe? Because Ether is just sitting in ice, so that's not a problem. Oh, there's that last shield, and K45 will just let that sit there today. And I believe Ice Rod can be on pedestal. Yeah, because Ice Rod literally has like virtually no checks. It's just for Trinex, and that's it. And since TR is a crystal, that's fair game to put Ice Rod on pedestal. I mean, as I think I mentioned earlier, the pendant layout isn't actually that bad. Skull Woods is basically free. You go in there. Hera, you have to kind of work behind, and Desert is actually full clearable, and I don't think Ascend checked Desert at all. So that might have something. In this case, you're looking for that Ice Rod. And a nice specky clip, so that's pretty much going to be standard between most of the runners now, especially at this stage. You're going to be seeing that a lot. And yeah, Ether is in Ice Palace. You're pretty much not going to miss that. It's just on the way. Oh, that is huge for Ascend right there. Okay, he probably should... If he skips left side swamp and goes straight to ice, he is going to be in a great position. Because that is the ice rod in the waterfall chest. That's just on the way. Oh, he's going to be in a great position at this point if he decides to skip left side swamp and just rush ice. Yeah, Pedestal is not going to have anything now. I think the most it could have is the other sword, which is not going to be really any issue. Half-cost magic, maybe. But it'll be just more convenience item. Alright, so Argus is down for Ascend. And let's see if he just decides to rush ice after this. No, it's going to go back in. I mean, can't fault. There's still, I believe, the big chest on the left side. So, I don't know how many items he's picked up so far, but... Let's see, yeah, this is actually going to be pretty close, yeah, because Tick will not need to do left side swamp, because he will likely rush the back of swamp, which is the right move here. Yeah, I can't really fault Ascend for this because the last thing you want to do is potentially miss like left side swamp having your go mode. We know it's just sitting in ice. He will get go mode along the way, but he doesn't know that. So, to be fair, I mean, outside of a spoiler log, which you would know where everything is. Luckily, Meyer is vanilla, so it wasn't like God Meyer or something, because that would potentially be a problem for Ascend, because you're just in and out at that point. And yeah, there were 2 items on left side swamp, so you can't really fault that. Because that's, I'm pretty sure runners have been burned plenty of times in the past by skipping and fight for the go mode item there. Oh boy, Sen's doing Pyramid Fairy. Uh-oh, this, yeah, it's kind of odd. At this point, you might want to just be clearing dungeons at this point. If you're 1 item from go mode, it may be worth just, take out ice. You may as well take it out, see if it has something. If not, then you go after the other checks. I mean, to be fair, both runners finding myths really late, pretty much last location at Gina, they're probably not feeling too good. They have to assume the other runner did Gina early. But at least consolation prize. There's the other sword. Pretty much vanilla sword there. Okay, so taking down Vitreous, picking up their let's see, 5th crystal, and okay, so Sen's really just going after the out of the way checks. These one-off checks here. Now, this is actually gonna be really close because Tick should be going straight to Swamp. Oh no, you're going back. Oh no, he hasn't gone the mirror yet. Okay, I don't see it checked on the tracker because gotta go pick that up. Okay, well there's Bombos on Graveyard Ledge. I believe Ascend's already checked TR, so he knows that Bombos isn't needed. Okay, there we go. Here's the ice play. Yeah, Ascend will be in go in a couple minutes. There's probably no way he's gonna miss Ether because that's basically right through Icebreaker strats. And a little bit unfortunate for Tick there. I think pretty much opened up about everything else, and that last chest there was the mirror he needed there. Gonna have to see when they start the mountain. Now, Tick has already done pretty much all of TR. It's just gonna rush straight to Trinax. Sen pretty much has to do all of TR, and even in Go mode, TR is not that much faster. So, okay, that is Go mode for Ascend, 1:14:15. And Tick will be in Go mode. I assume he is going to just rush the back of Swamp. Yeah, I don't think he expected to get the Go mode along the way, so he's just anticipating doing it the kind of the longer route to be complete. Very quick cold stare fight from Ascend. That will be 6th crystal. Alright, so yeah, okay, so Ticknaldo rushing the back, that should get the ice rod. You should be opening up all the chests here. Yeah, this is going to be pretty close. We're going to have to see when they get the GT at this point. So that is go mode for Ticknaldo 116.30. So Sen's going to be rushing up the mountain into TR. Now has to do all of TR. Again, Tick only having to do Trinex. Yeah, this is probably going to be very close here. This is kind of what we expect of a Game 3 winner takes all here. We pretty much had a neck-and-neck race, so let's see how fast can Ascend really get through TR. Because again, Tick just goes straight over to Trinex. Alright, so both runners in TR right now, so let's see how this is going to shape out. Who's going to hit Trinex first? I mean, yeah, Ascent did a few extra checks. It did left side swamp, did some of the... It did graveyard ledge, some of the out of the way, a pyramid fairy. So, I mean, that added up a bit of time there. I mean, can't rule that out. You know, it could have been go mode in there. In this case, it wasn't. You know, just a few of those checks that Tick did not need to do. Or really couldn't do them in the first place, and got the Ice Riders in go mode, so no need for Pyramid Fairy, and didn't check the other mirror checks either. Yeah, this is going to be really close. The only thing Ascent has is that extra sword, but Tempered and Butter Sword, not really that much different. It just makes the Ganon first phase is like more free with Butter Sword. But Tempered is just fine. Now, had it been Tempered versus Master, that's a whole nother story. Alright, so that is 7 crystals for Ticknaldo, so probably gonna have about a minute or so to start putting some numbers in the chat. What do you think that big key is gonna be? So 1 through 22 checks that are available. Yeah, this is what we want to see out of a Game 3 clutch game here. This is okay. Ticknaldo 122.56 when GT shows up. Sen probably could be like maybe 30, 45 seconds behind, or maybe a minute or so. Okay, so the right side, no small key, so may just end up running the left side. Alright, a nice half-cost magic for extra safety. I mean, Ganon already pretty much free, and it just makes it even easier. Alright, so Ticknaldo going full left. Ascend is about a minute back. So, yeah, where's this big keys make a difference here? And a useless mushroom. Okay, now this is interesting. Ascend might consider a DM, and if that big key is on the right side, this is huge. No, the big key's on Rando. Okay, that's gonna stretch Ticknaldo's lead a bit more. So that is check 11 for the big key. Peeking through the chat, a lot of numbers put in here. So, okay, a few people actually got 11. So we have Wolfram 827. Oh, there's Boots. Okay, Wolfram 827, Diablo Ruff, and Till Isle Benvir, all guessing correctly on the 11. So congrats on that. Yeah, so I think I just got a brief look. I believe that green 20 was in the compass room. Yeah, I think Ascend needed that big key to be in that compass room to get him back in. But it's on the Rando side. That's probably not going to feel too good here. If he's feeling behind, and this routing probably didn't help him. It's not going to gain him any time at the least, so... So Ascend starting their climb up. Climbing their way up the gauntlet. In terms of potions, I want to say each has at least one fairy. And probably, yeah, they probably bought potions, if anything, because there's plenty of cash. We'll buy some spares. So I don't think magic is going to be a big issue, especially with half-cost magic and tempered silvers. That's pretty much should be a free Ganon fight at this point. Okay, you got the 3 doubles there. That's good enough to get through. Yeah, it's good. I think on that first cycle, I think 2 of those hit at the same time, so it only counted 1 hit. Alright, Ticknaldo into Ganon. Again, you got enough safeties. This should be quite easy fight on this one. Trying to get the 1-and-1 here. Didn't quite get the 1-and-1, but should be fine. Alright, phase 4 of Ganon. I think that was only 1 hit there. It might be safer just maybe go with singles here. There we go. At least able to hang on that edge there. Alright, get your GGs in chat for Ticknaldo, who will be taking Game 3 of this race and will advance on. Yeah, so we'll be moving on into the semi-final bracket. Okay, so Ticknaldo with the race time GG time 1:31.25. And Ascend on Agatu Let's see. Probably going to play this one out here. Not too far away from finishing. Okay, ascend onto phase 4 of Ganon. And there we go. Ascend taking out Ganon. Get your GGs in chat. Ascend will be finishing this just shortly. All right, with race time, GG time 1:34:02. So yeah, so Ticknaldo taking game 3 will be advancing into the semifinals to face off against the other quarterfinal bracket. Is still their game 3 is still to be played later on. Okay, we are joined in the chat by Ascend. GG's.
GG.
Okay, so what'd you think of this seed?
Last location Fiesta.
Yeah,
More or less.
I think both of you had that, especially the mitts.
Yeah, this is always the one thing you say. Thought about, okay, run from the damage check to Agina. It's also my plan, but then I did throw it out the window. It's always the same. If you want to do it, there's nothing. If you're doing it, there's nothing. If you want to do it and skip it, there's always something. That's at least my feeling.
Yeah, that's a lot. Agina's just never a good check. Probably unless you have the flute, which unfortunately that was also kind of in a bad spot with the purple chest, so not much you really do about that. I mean, to be fair, Mitts kind of being the last location, it did block out a lot of the late checks. So both of you basically were doing the same checks, getting rid of all the out of the way checks, and then you basically end up getting funneled into. I think one of you was straight. I think it was Tick who got straight up last location Agina. I think for you it might have been like that fire rod in in Skull Woods.
Yeah, this also felt really bad. I thought it was the Titans last locating, then seeing, okay, can I do anything with this? Mountain did not have anything, or it was... After the flute, I felt a little bit better because I know, and then finding the mirror, going for Maya first. After there, I felt a little bit better. Hope for a ether on the way so that you perhaps dip TR. So Ticknaldo would dip TR and give me back some time. But yeah, probably should have skipped left side swamp, I think.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder that. And, I mean, you can't fault because there are 2 items on left side, so easily could have had the ether there. You don't really expect the go mode to be kind of on the way. So because I think you did left side swamp, you did pyramid fairy, graveyard ledge. I mean, I've seen plenty of races where people get burned by those really out of the way checks.
Yeah.
But in this case, ether just sitting right past icebreaker strats.
Yeah. Yeah. This was why I hoped he would have gone TR first, well, early in this case, because you could enter it. You have Fire Rod. Okay, you cannot find the Ice Rod there, but this would give me time. But yeah, it was not enough because I did a lot of things afterwards that did not pay out. But that's random. Deciding for following Mirror into the Red Bomb and Graveyard Ledge, which was really isolated. So if I thought about skipping it, but then I said, no, if I do not combine it now, it's an extra run from the Cathedral or to Dark World to Graveyard Ledge. It would be much longer than just running up from Pyramid Ferry. Yeah. But like I said, it did not pay out.
Yeah, I mean, the play is totally fair to do because again, most runners have faced that. You forget, especially like the easy ones, left side swamp. You forget to do it, ends up being a hard last location that's going to cost you 10, 15, 20 minutes because you're doing every other check first. But yeah, I think Tick actually did do TR early, and really didn't find too much in there. But I think he did Ice Palace earlier on, so he found that ether. So when he got last locationed into Smith Chain, so at that point it was just get the flute, then he gets the mirror, then goes into swamp and ice rods along the way, so he gets to skip all the left side swamp. Pyramid Fairy didn't have to do that, he was in go mode at the time.
Yeah. This should have been my thought process, so check first, check perhaps the Ice Palace first, if this was the way. But I did not thought about it. I thought about it, okay, perhaps this is just the way it should have been with Mirror, but yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, it's random.
Yeah, it's random, and I wish Ticknaldo good luck in the what did we play? We played the quarterfinals, so it's the semifinals. So wish him good luck there in the semifinals. Yeah. He's now the last remaining German player.
Yeah, but good job both of you. This was a good game 3, kind of what we wanted to see. It wasn't like one of you like won by like 20 minutes or something. It would have made like, okay, well, maybe the other one person god routed or something. But this one was pretty much both of you running mostly the same checks. It just came down to the last few checks and who hits go mode first, and then a GT routing as well. I think you might have been hoping for that big key on the compass room because you did a DM strat.
Yeah.
And then he started on Hope room and ended up just running full left. So had the big key been in compass room, it would have been interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't find any, not much small keys, I think, just one.
Yeah, I don't think
it was just the one on the torch. Yeah. So there my understanding of the key logic is not good. I don't know if there could have been anything on the right side. But yeah, just went through there. Also thought about doing, I think, the full Dark Magician, so just running through, but then said, nah, probably bad idea. And yeah, luckily luckily that I did not choose the full ride, that the big key came up in render room.
Yeah. So I would have cost you more time to do like the basement. You pretty much end up almost last locationing that big key if you had gone full right. So. Okay, but yeah, GG's to both of you. Great race here. Any other comments you have on this seed or anything else?
No, on the seat not. Perhaps at least perhaps if I think at the beginning I fell down in Ice Road Cave 2 times, so perhaps I should get a new controller because he did make a little bit more inputs than I decided to. It did throw me out a little bit out of the game in my mind. Then yeah, afterwards it's you saw what happened. This was a little bit and
Yeah.
so yeah, then other things would be thanks for restream, so Jestro for tracking, and Excalibur for commentating. And I would say good night or good evening from my time zone, and for everyone else, have a nice day.
Okay, so gonna be wrapping this up here. So again, thanks to both Ascend and Ticknaldo for a great race. It was actually really close. It kind of came down to the end, just a few bits of choices, decision making. Again, Rando could have easily put the go mode somewhere else and could have easily been the other way. So Ticknaldo will be advancing to the semifinals. He'll be awaiting his opponent. Their game 3 is still to be played out. Let's see on the schedule today. No other matches on the casual boots tournament side. I think the league, we got open league. There's a game that is just underway. Let's see, got Link Floyd, the teams, Link Floyd and Joy of Rando, so Gentleman versus Shinmaru on the ALTTPR League channel, and again, that is just getting underway. So you want to swing by over there, and you want to watch some more. I believe it's still casual boots. End of today, I think tomorrow. I think it changes formats. So again, this is Pixcalibur, thanks to tracker Zestro Zooks for tracking, keeping us all in line with the items, and the SG5 chat community. Also, their input, keeping us in check if we miss something. Okay, so again, Pixcalibur, I will see you guys in the next race.